And
Good.
that is the
I
problem.
will join her.
Um,
In fact, I'll just make fun of you now.
Anyway, let's see how long I could go without doing Honey's voice again. Who's taking charge? Honey is going to grab chains and kind of just step back.
You missed the perfect opportunity for her to go mute from the spores.
If I would have thought of that, that would have been fantastic. But I didn't, so I'm stuck here.
Honey,
Don't
the
tempt me.
Helen
I will
Keller of the
poke the
party.
spores again.
Yes, you don't have to lean closer to your mic.
Yes, he does. It's for effect.
But
No.
it's not effective when I do it every time.
Okay.
Okay. I just realized I'm recording my screen, so she gets to see all my secrets. Oh well.
Well, I mean, that's fun for her.
Just cut it out.
I'm just gonna bring Honey's character sheet so she has to look at her own character sheet whenever I try to do something with her character. Okay. Who's taking point?
I'll take point. Since I'm taller and can actually see. Where are we?
You were trying to head into this or just past the tapestry up the stairs.
Okay, I'm assuming Goon 1 and Goon 2, you're fused.
Yeah,
I
we're
forgot about
waddling
that.
along.
Are right behind me.
Honey's gonna
At least
support
I'm
James.
waddling along and he's forced to follow.
Yeah, I kind of can't do anything.
Does it go
You can
up here?
ratatouille me,
Yes,
remember?
that goes up. That ascends about 5 feet. So like from the base of the water. So it's about 3 feet up out of the water.
And can I keep perception for any visible possible traps?
Yes, go ahead and make me a perception check.
That was terrible. Great. Let's see.
Does anyone remember how to make D&D Beyond dark so can stop blinding myself?
It's called Underdark mode. If you open up your character on the right, it should be like one of the first thing that pops up. Or like underneath like their portrait.
Yeah, if you press manage.
Yeah.
Did you say investigation or perception?
Both work, but I think it's a perception check. But you could make an argument for investigation.
I see. That did nothing.
Underdark mode did?
Underdank mode?
It didn't change the
whiteness
of the background.
The background itself, just press change sheet appearance, and then there's backdrop.
Backdrops.
So as you begin to ascend the altar, Fala, you begin to...
The altar? I'm
sorry, not
what?
the altar, the stairs. My bad. I looked at something else in the text and I read it out loud. As you ascend the steps towards the center chamber, or towards this room in front of you, keeping an eye out and ear out for traps, anything that could go awry. You notice...
You're not fused anymore. Heck.
You notice first the door directly across from you, which I shall now reference as the east door. This eastern door, the face of this door bears a carving depicting an entity you do not recognize. He is depicted as a tall and armored man wearing a bucket helm. His right gauntlet is painted black and clutching in it a set of shackles. As you step into the room and look around, or I'm assuming, stepping forward, exploring, looking to what I'm going to refer to as the north door, which is above or like at the top of the room. This door bears a carving again of a being you do not recognize. He is depicted as powerfully built with a skull head, like no hair, flesh, or anything. It is just bone atop his neck. With long curved blades where his hands should be. And the door at the south, at the bottom of the room, Again, a strange, decrepit figure portrayed in a cloak, whose face is hidden behind his cowl. In his skeletal hands, he clutches a human skull with its jaw agape.
I would assume these are the infamous Dead Three.
I suppose so.
They look a little dead, and there's 3 of them.
But
One
you
can
said they're
assume.
standing in front of the doors?
They are standing carved into the doors.
What kinds of doors are these?
They are they appear to be fairly flimsy wooden doors. Like they fit squarely into their frames, but they don't
They have
appear to
a
be
handle? Are they?
you do see where a handle should be. There is a hidden to kind of blend into with the door, but a semi brass knob. It appears to have simply just been worn shiny as opposed to being made polished. And you can see the indicators of a hinge where this door would just open. If you want, Chains, I could have you make a religion check to see if you can.
Yeah. This wouldn't happen to be information about a fey, fiend, or undead, would it?
Technically, they are undead, so yes, you would have advantage.
Yeah. That was worse. 10.
10 is actually the DC. It takes you a second, and you know that you're dealing with the gods of the Dead Three, and you know you're right on the money with that. This is who these depict. And going from the order in which I read them, the east door depicts Bane, the north door Baal, and the south door Merkul. The gods of the 3 respective gods of the dead. Or sorry, three respective gods of death. Bane being the god of tyranny, Baal murder, and Merkul necromancy, or sometimes referred to as the Lord of Bones.
I'll relay. So, this one here, we've got Bane. This one here, we've got that one. And then the one on the right, we've got Merkul.
Bane, Baal, and Merkul.
Baal! How could I forget Baal? Right. Got Bane, Baal, Merkul. They're the Dead Three. And these are doors?
These are doors.
And they're all shut?
They're all shut. With your perception check, Fala, as you step in the room, the doors do not immediately appear to be trapped.
Which, because I don't remember, but my character would remember, which the cultists are they of the cultists that we have been seeing down here, are they of one particular person that they follow, or are they of many?
Even so far, you've only encountered 4 cultists. And you saw there did appear to be 2 different the cultists you saw in the street and the cultists you encountered here. Yes, there are cultists of all 3 gods.
Okay. Well, which door do we want to go in first? We've got
Which do you think might house the leadership?
the leadership. I'm not superbly well versed in the politics of cults, but or the history of the Dead Three. I just know of them. So
can I kind of listen to see if we hear any sounds of living things moving behind any of these doors?
Would you mind making me another perception check? As do you want to make a perception? I would think it'd be easier if you made a perception check for all 3 doors, or you could make one for each door.
What?
What's your perception check?
17.
Which door you listen at?
Are you making me roll one for each door?
That's what I was asking. Is which door do you start with? I'm just gonna use the same perception check.
Start with Bane.
Okay. Starting at the eastern door directly across, you cross the room and you find a crack and attempt to listen, and all you hear is a subtle whistling as air travels from behind you through the doors. But you do not hear the sounds of footsteps, conversation, or breathing, or any other kind of indicator that there would be somebody there.
Okay. Go to
What
Ball
about
next.
Ball?
Ball. Ball is the north door, and much the same. It is eerily quiet. You hear the sounds of, with the exception of, you hear the sounds of gently sloshing water. But that not indicating like footsteps, but just like the water. There's water.
More water this way. And I'll listen to Crow. Merkel.
As you step to the door of Merkul, at first you hear the same silence before you hear faintly what sounds like a tired and incoherent just moan of pain.
Sounds like there's someone behind this door.
What's behind door number 3?
Yippee.
I'm just gonna quietly twist the knob, like test to see if it's squeaky, you know?
As you test it, it's not well maintained. The hinges groan. The knob is semi-rusted, so it takes like a bit of effort, and it just kind of grinds. But the door does easily open. And before you see, lying on the floor of a room that is otherwise very empty, appears to be 3 bodies, roughly human, laid out in a triangle shape on the floor with a torch haphazardly tossed between them, burning faintly.
Does this look like a ritual of some sort? Or like a sacrifice, seeing as they're intentional. Are they intentionally placed in a triangle, or did they just coincidentally fall?
This is like this. I would argue this is either investigation or this is insight, because you're attempting to discern purpose. So
Okay.
I'm gonna say
You
roll me an
tell me
insight.
which one.
Roll me an insight check. Fala,
Insight.
the same sound you hear now down the stairs. If you kind of peek your head around in the room, or if you have entered the room.
Are they? These are
Oh.
bodies?
They appear to be bodies. Yes, like just
That's a natural one for me.
I mean, it could be any of the suggested reasons that you had.
Yeah.
You theorize that this was probably some sort of ritual. Or maybe heck, it was a deal. Maybe it was a dirty deal gone bad between cultists. As you also now hear the groaning coming from the next room.
Do I see anything if I peer around the corner?
You see a pile of rags and equipment just kind of haphazardly tossed at the base of some stairs. But you do not actually see the source of the groans.
I want to know what's back there, but someone else, please go. I want to, but I can't. I'm in pain.
Okay. And I'm gonna have my gun ready.
Gun.
Gun.
Uh,
And I'm gonna step carefully along the wall, as quiet as possible around the corner, kind of a bit.
as
Just enough to peer.
stepping around, you see. Where's my Discord? Why is everything gone to poop? You recognize the form of this creature is distinctly a dragonborn. But its scales and its body are not like any you have seen before. It glitters like an actual gem. You see the figure has been heavily beaten and is currently covered in lacerations and dried blood. It is currently on the verge of consciousness, but is currently unconscious. You assume that it is this being's equipment who is just scattered about the remains of this room, which in and of itself, the being is tied to a sarcophagus that has had its lid shifted, and he is currently bound to the lid.
Wait. Wait. I have a thing where like I know Fae Fiend and undead stuff. So can I like take a peek or give like a little and see if it's like smells undead? The person? Do they smell like they just crawled out of that coffin and are now somehow alive?
If you approach stepping over the bodies in the room as well,
Are you guys coming in? Should I move you guys in as well? Jay
Yeah,
and Claire, AJ.
Me and my legs are waddling in.
Honey is going to stay out. I'm going to keep watch here. And she's
Jay and
going...
Claire.
I have
Sounds
advantage
good.
on wisdom survival checks to track Fae Fiends or undead, or advantage on intelligence ability checks to recall information about them. So it's up to you whether you rule this if I have advantage on my check, or you can just tell me whatever you want, Mr. DM.
Just go ahead and make a straight roll.
Just tell you what's on the die?
Yep. Or
2.
no, nothing smells undead in here actually.
Okay.
Either the room that as you pass through beginning to like fearful of undeath. You sense you sense not the presence of it, other than the sarcophagus, which simply smells moldy and musty with age.
Okay.
But no.
Paul is just gonna kind of groan. Miss Shiny would like us to probably see if he's alive, and I'm gonna go over and see how words are hard. See how they're bound, and see if I can cut the bindings.
Ropes bind the chest and upper arms to the top of the lid. Their hands are tied to their sides. Their hands are tied to ropes that reach under the lid to the lid, or at their sides, kind of keeping them pinned. My brain just failed that miserably.
Pretend like I can visualize that.
He is bound.
Yeah, it's the ropes just basically kind of circle him, keeping him to the. His legs also suffered the same treatment. It just looks like a lot of rope was used, and then the rope itself wasn't tied off. They used the weight of the lid to pin the untied ends of the rope to the sarcophagus walls.
Well, if you want to help me with this, and I'm just gonna try and shove at the sarcophagus with my 8 strength.
All right, come on, legs. Let's go. We need help lifting.
I'm gonna move you two in here.
Just keep on moving.
And now that we're obviously out of water and everything, I'm gonna hop off the shoulders for a second.
Is the person awake?
Okay. Yeah. You'll leave my
Doesn't seem like
disguise
it, no.
because I'm disguised with you, I guess.
Oh yeah, you're right. So
It'll just dissipate.
I mean, if you're worried about that,
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
We're already in here and we've already fought people.
and 2 of us are near death experienced, you know.
Indeed.
We'll be fine.
Sir, are you all right? How did you get down here?
No response. Unless Frost wants to attempt to
no,
make.
No. I was preparing for it and I was like, no, he's
No response.
I was gonna pull a dick move and say I started slapping him.
You hop up on top of the sarcophagus lid, and do you stand on top of his chest or just next to him? Like how are you positioning yourself so this Dragonborn wakes up? What are they seeing?
Are you talking to me?
I'm talking to the guy who's slapping. Wait.
Charlie.
He's not.
Oh, he's not. Oh, never mind.
He's
I
like
was
not.
joking.
He's joking.
Okay.
Fine, for the comedic relief, I will just walk over there and sit next to him. So the first thing he sees is a halfling that can't very well see.
Well, tiny guy.
Oh shit, a
Remember.
quarter.
Meksis, you begin to feel tapping. It starts semi-gentle at first before pat at your face, which rouses you from your wound-induced slumber. You are now conscious, and you now see a strange man you've never seen before sitting over you. He does not look like your tormentors or your captors or your sought-out foes.
Are you alive? Hello?
Am I dead?
I guess not. You just answered me. Is he alive? I can't see in this shit.
Yes,
To follow
he's
up while he's doing that,
barely
I'm gonna
alive.
walk over to him and I'm gonna like fully bend over, beak to his face, pretty much, just like looking at him, like head tilting.
Yes.
Bird in face.
What kind of bird are you?
A tall one. You get used to it.
Bird up. Lap.
Hold on, I'm getting called by my mother. Okay.
Oh, criminal.
The bird death stare.
Silence her. End her now. Are you here to save me?
I'm assuming you were not here by choice.
No.
Great, then I suppose we're here to save you.
Oh, this turned into a rescue mission, didn't it?
This is the worst rescue party I've ever seen.
Uh-oh.
Yes?
I
Please
woke
stand
you
by.
up. You could at least
Please
thank
stand
me.
by.
Gus, you broke it.
I did.
As he says, worst rescue party ever, I'm just gonna back
Breaks in
up
half.
and just chortle. just
Okay, so thank you,
Offended?
Thank you, Gus, for the
Wait,
bronze
like
Dragonborn mini.
just like a
I
little
appreciate
laugh.
it.
No, hold up.
Thank you.
Wait, what are you pulling?
No, I
He's
said
looking
thank
at
you
the
for the
bronze
bronze
dragon.
Dragonborn mini.
Oh, no.
Appreciate
Hold
it.
up. I'm actually working on trying to get you a mini, and that's what caused the reset.
I might do a tier forge thing because I desire.
It's a placeholder.
Yes, I want you to know we can see the question marks on the ground in D10.
I
Yeah.
can see them in all of them actually.
Yeah, you can. There's nothing I can do about that.
It's okay. I like question marks. Also, does my mic sound alright? I swapped to the wireless one. I don't know if it's
It sounds fine.
Yeah, you sound fine.
Okay. Inject the thermal paste.
Maybe don't. What is your name?
I am Meksis.
Nice to meet you.
Meksis can change the color of his own mini.
Oh boy. Fuck.
It's
I'm
over
trying
here.
to- 1 second, I need to check some of my backstory. I forget the. Did I name my Drake companion?
Oh, you have a companion.
You
Back to-
forgot about the companion, guys?
Back to the mini deck I go.
How dare you?
I don't want to hear it.
Oh, stick.
That works.
I swear I named. I swear I gave him a name, and apparently I fucking didn't.
Boy, you ain't got no name.
No
Well, you
name.
really should make the bird laugh,
No
so.
name.
I could have sworn. I swear to God, I wrote a name for him. At least I can't find it on my backstory list. This is dumb. I'm dumb.
Sounds like
What are you doing in the middle of a cultist hideout?
What are you doing in the middle of a cultist hideout?
Trying to get rid of the cultist?
So am I? Question mark? Question mark?
So you don't know.
I
Did
don't
you get
remember
hit
how
on the
I wound
head?
I've been hit all over. Several times probably in the head.
Fair.
This is actually why he has 8 and he just has fucking brain damage now.
Because it's canonically giving him brain damage.
I'm tempted to just name my Drake companion Equinox to fucking bring that back.
You should.
You could. I would recommend. It's fun.
I'm just mad that apparently didn't name it.
Give him
Also,
a name.
I never finished my backstory, Gus. I'm sorry.
That's totally fine.
You only got like 3 pages of junk. Although half of it's kind of dumb bullshit, so.
Unfortunately, we don't really have much in the way of healing, so we cannot really help you in that way. And we did not come in here to rescue people per se, so we're not heading out. We're heading further in.
It's as I said, worst rescue party ever. From now
Sucks
on,
for you.
that's what you guys are gonna be referred to as.
The worst rescue party ever. Is that our
Yes.
team name?
It's like Elijah, where his one Kanku, one of the lines he spoke all the time was, "This is the worst Applebee's ever."
Worst rescue party ever.
You know, fair.
Hate to break it to you, but
You're
we're kind of all you
muted,
got.
Chains wakes up from his coma and is now back.
Just
We're now
passed
dead
out.
at the worst rescue party ever, Cena.
Gotcha.
Chains just miraculously falls down the stairs for like a few minutes.
You're welcome to help us if you are also here to get rid of the cult. But we are heading further in, not out.
Well, I think at this point I have some scores to settle.
That is fair. Just don't get hit by any moldy tapestries
Yes. Yeah.
or any more, and I'll just look you up and down, or any more cultists. Don't get hit by anything. How about that?
Is the moldy tapestries?
Yeah, they're very dangerous. Anyways,
What?
I'm just gonna 180 walk back out. You can't see in the dark either, can you?
I can't.
Jangler has a
Can?
torch.
Okay, good.
Can't.
Can't?
I
Gosh dang
don't have
it.
dark vision. I'm pretty sure I don't have dark vision.
I'm pretty sure Dragonborn do not have dark
Dragonborn.
vision.
They do not.
But Jen, I was just wondering.
Eep.
As you step out, Honey will say, "Who
My
did
Drake
you find?"
has dark vision.
This is our new friend. What's your name?
Meksis.
This is our new friend, Meksis.
Enthusiastic nodding from Meksis.
Just yes. We should probably keep moving though. Not waste too much time. Just gonna kind of move past Honey.
Okay, Honey will step back. As you kind of step out and everybody kind of begins to gather. I will say, Mexis, it takes you. I will not say it takes you very long to gather your equipment back up off the floor. They did not take it very far. Just kind of scattered about the room. You are at full HP, by the way.
That was going to be my next question.
As everybody
Still frantically
gathers,
searching
Honey.
for the name.
As everybody gathers back in this like central chamber, Honey, I'm gonna move Mexis out here, is going to just kind of casually shut the door, and she says, "Those 3 men were alive."
Oh,
We
What?
should probably move on if we don't want them to come after us.
you mean the ones laying on the ground in the triangle? Oh,
So that they can
Yikes.
ambush us from behind.
We could just kill him.
yeah.
I say that as I'm drawing my rapier.
Be my guest, my friend. Go ahead.
Well, someone help me with the shit. There's 3.
And
You
I'll
got a
have my
gun?
I was gonna say.
Blow a
Paula.
fucking hole in their head.
I'm staying back.
All right, Honey.
Can we sneak up on them and try and just
Honey didn't fully shut
execute
the
them?
door, so she's gonna just gingerly, like, quietly reopen it. And you see, they haven't moved. I would like you all to make stealth checks, if you wish to pull this off.
Hmm.
And
Great.
who else participating? Because Honey is not.
I am not.
So I have Fala, I have
I will.
AJ. And Mexis is going to choose violence. Perfect. I need all 3 of you to make me a stealth check first.
Sure, wait, let me in on this.
Alright, I need all 4 of you to make me a stealth check.
Let's go. First roll. Let's go.
I'm just
I love myself.
I'm just gonna move you all into the room.
23.
23 for Jangler.
14?
14.
Oh, wait. I got a
Dirty 20.
19.
Dirty 20.
19.
19.
D&D Beyond does so well for me. Well, I get my actual dice from in here.
Everybody enters
Fuck.
the room swiftly and quietly. The rest of you each get to a target before Fala does. As you begin to step up, I will say follow with your perception, still like just keeping an eye for traps. You watch as one of the men tenses. You watch as for a second, there's like a tendon pop in the neck as he like reacts to the presence of you returning to the room. If all of you were going to attack, you all have advantage, as they are prone.
I'm definitely gonna shoot that guy first.
I crave violence.
I'm gonna shoot whichever one is the furthest from the door. It's the hardest one to get to.
This guy right here. That I'm currently spinning around like a weirdo. I'm just gonna flip them up because they're probably gonna die in a second. But this one right here is probably the furthest.
I could shiv one.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna stand in the back.
I can
Okay.
give him a little.
The Birdman is ready to shank.
All right, so if that one's getting shot, who is Mexis going after?
First he's going to.
Well, hold up, let me
summon his-
position people in the room.
Uh,
So which one are you going after?
Well, first I'm going to summon my Drake companion.
Okay. Let me grab
And-
that many.
Yeah, I need. There's me. I'm red. Ambush Drake, let's go. I love him already.
He's good.
He's in the walls.
Good. Well, I summon him. He's magic.
He's in the goddamn walls.
The ambush Drake is in your walls and is rapidly approaching. So, I'm gonna go. You know what? I don't like this one. I don't like
Okay.
that one.
Which one do you want to go for?
Which one are you going for, Lizzie?
I'm shooting this one.
I think it's a good idea to double attack the same person. He probably, I don't know how much health they have. Fuck him, make sure he's dead.
Okay.
So is it just those
dead.
two?
There's 3. So AJ, who are you going after?
I'll do the far left one.
Okay. And then Jangler, who are you gonna go? You're gonna go. Are you going after the one in the doorway?
Sure.
Okay. This will happen simultaneously. I will rule that this can happen simultaneously. So, I need all 4 of you to, with advantage, make me weapon attacks. And then I will ask
Nice.
for
If they're prone, doesn't it mean it's an auto crit?
for Ooh, that is a rule. Technically, yeah. So yeah. It's an automatic. So I believe crits
Do we do double
are
dice or we do double
dice? Yes.
Okay.
So real quick, I'm just gonna go in order. Follow. What'd you get to hit?
23.
Hits. Meksis, what did you get?
Also a 23.
Hits. Jangler?
Also at 23.
AJ!
Just lie. Just say 23.
Keep it going. Keep it going. Hey.
24.
Even
Bro, I'm
kidding.
better! Alright.
I'm kidding.
Oh.
What'd you get?
16.
16 still
You
hits.
suck.
Everybody roll double dice for this.
Guys,
As
you're not gonna believe this. You wanna guess how much damage I rolled? I've never done this
Max?
before.
you rolled
Did you get
2.
max
You rolled
damage?
minimum damage.
I rolled a maximum damage. No, I've rolled minimum
Exactly.
damage plenty of times. I've rolled maximum damage. That's 24 damage.
24 damage. So, all right, Meksis, how much damage? Or I'll get to this in a
No.
second.
26 damage.
26 damage. Meksis, what do you do? So Fala, during this sequence of events, raises her firearm and pulls the trigger. What is Meksis doing?
So, Meksis actually thinks weapons are for bitches and pansies. So, we go in claws.
Right. How much damage does this poor fool take from you?
Because a double 10 technically.
Okay.
Not 26, unfortunately, but
Jangler.
We are all level 2s, right?
Except
We're
for
not
Meksis.
level 3.
Except for Meksis.
Okay.
Meksis is the only exception because I planned for
I did
later.
9 damage.
Okay.
Because I'm just using my dagger and I'm weaker.
You rolled double dice for crit?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
It's only a D4.
That's fine. And then finally, AJ.
So, okay, I'm throwing myself off. Can you explain the double dice again?
Roll instead of
Whatever your damage die is, you just double it.
You
So
roll 2.
instead of just 1d8, I roll 2.
Yes.
And then add the +3.
And then don't forget your sneak attack dice. Because those also get doubled.
Do I? Oh yeah, that's right. I'm the best rogue out here. So I roll 1 sneak attack dice and double that too.
Yes, I believe at level 2.
Okay.
Let me look. You should. I believe you only have. Well, that is Honey's character sheet. That is not what I wanted. Where's your character sheet? There it is. Yeah. Currently,
Yeah,
you
it's
roll 1d6. Yeah.
So 2d6.
So yeah.
God, I'm terrible at math.
All right.
Calculators are your best friend.
Wait, what?
Calculators are your best friend, especially as a rogue.
Why use calculator when you have math rocks? Just
Okay.
get an abacus.
True.
True. I have one somewhere.
So, okay.
Based.
So I rolled a 7 and a 2. Add that, that's 9. Then double that and add 3. Right? Or is it?
If you rolled a 7 and a 2, you don't double that, you
Okay,
just
yeah.
double the dice.
Okay. So, so I guess for 14 damage,
Nice.
piercing.
Okay.
I really need sleep. Is what I really need.
You're good.
Um.
I'm so sorry.
All of this happens simultaneously, where the weapons all make contact. As Honey says, Honey begins to pipe up, maybe we should not kill them. As bang, and just everything happens all at once. As Fala, you watch the guy in the back, and you watch as he seems to sense something is wrong, and he begins to rise. Before he could even get more than a few inches off the ground, everything happens all at once. There is a moment of raw chaos as all of you just suddenly go after these men. And then rapid stillness as the three of them all die to their single strikes. As Meksis, you watch as the man rising in front of you were going for is dropped before you can even get a chance to do anything. However, the one that you watch as the small bird attempts to bring him down, he seems to flinch and roll just out of the way in time for you to bring your claws to bear against him, ensuring the Birdman does not miss. The two of you ending him. And AJ, he never gets a chance to even rise. Your strike is clean and precise.
Rise. Be tarnished. Ye foul. Forgotten.
No, I should have said maybe we should take them prisoner, but I mean, a little late for that.
We can't do that to everyone.
They might have information. Or perhaps it'd be better for the city guard to deal with them. Granted, evil should be punished. But
Technically speaking, we are the guard at this point.
My only thought was that I'm at the back. I'm at 1 health. I mean, I'm dying. And I don't want them coming up behind me and killing me.
just,
Because we're going deeper in, no?
Just gonna real quick flip these boys over. We should. This does not appear to lead anywhere. I suppose we have 2 more doors.
Therefore, we continue with ease of mind. A clean conscience by killing people.
That's not how that works.
For you.
Real quick, what is your you said you summoned your Drake Meksis.
Yes.
What does it look like? How does this work?
So, how it works is in like combat.
You summon your
Or-
Drake. What does it look like? Like
Okay.
what does the party see when you bring forth?
Okay, I was sure if you meant like what does it do in like combat.
No,
Okay.
no, no.
So,
Oh yeah, describe
what?
yourself. Hold
For
up. Hold up. Real
Yeah.
quick, T. Meksis, describe
I mean-
yourself. Then the Drake. Then everybody else introduce and describe yourself.
Guys, remember descriptions for once? What is this?
I mean, you technically described me a little bit earlier.
Yeah, but like, I didn't give a lot of detail. I said you look like a dragonborn. You look like kinda gem-like. That's not real helpful. You could be purple. You could be blue.
It's
you
dark.
could be yellow.
Fire
Oh,
in
let
the
him
sky,
describe-
I could be hurtful. I could
I
be
wish,
purple.
hey man, I could have been purple, and it's so sad that I didn't go with that. But Meksis is actually a topaz dragonborn. You can't see it in this dark, dank, moist cave, but in normal light, the scales actually shimmer slightly, hence gem dragonborn. He stands at about 5'13".
Okay.
You're just like,
he's
13.
he's tall, but here's the thing: he kind of hunches over like a crotchety old man, despite not being crotchety or old.
Armadillo.
Man just has the posture of a banana. Right. So he's almost entirely covered in like scale mail armor, and through his helmet the only thing you can see is just like these piercing like gold eyes for the Drake companion. So when he summons it, we're just gonna go with the joke now where you're just like he's in the wall. A fucking like little puff of magic comes out of a wall and he just fucking spawns. That is now the joke.
Mhm.
And he kind of looks almost like a Komodo dragon. Imagine that, but copperish bronze, like a
Little fat
earthy
boy.
metal. He is thick.
Chonker.
He is yes.
What's
He's
his name?
chonky. I spent the last like 30 minutes trying to find where I wrote down his name. Hilariously, his name is Komodo.
Oh, what?
He's yeah, I know, unbelievable. Unless we want to put up to a vote whether I change his name to C Dot,
C dot.
like the Pokemon.
God, that must be a new generation.
No, it's
Gen
third
3.
generation.
What the frick is C dot?
It's a little acorn.
He looks like an acorn.
C D O T.
C or SEEDOT. Evolves into Shiftry.
Huh. I've never heard of this. What
He's from
games?
Holland.
Gen 3.
Emerald. Sapphire. Ruby.
Sapphire. Oh yeah, I never played
So-
Sapphire.
So Gus, just as a description, so you play Baldur's Gate 3. You know when the one dude just hops out of the wall? Like that one like wizard dude. Imagine that's Komodo. Just that, and it's just poof. Just oozes out of the wall, and you just hear like the fat hit the ground, just thump.
And I just imagine the like tongue flick out. He just looks
Yes.
at you and
Bloop.
Jangler, you hear this behind you as AJ, you catch this happen out of your peripherals. This just from the wall. Oh, I'm sorry to Brunna who's
who
gonna
wants to
listen to this
describe
recording.
next?
Is it Thursday? Oh, it's Friday.
Friday.
Today is Friday.
It's
Today is today.
Friday
I'm
in California.
about to voluntold somebody to describe themselves.
So
After I apologize to Brenna, I don't listen to music while DMing, so she gets to listen to this the way I get to listen to this, and she's gonna hate it.
So Komodo is actually very smart. He speaks several languages.
Really?
All right, Chates, you get to
But
describe yourself.
He can only communicate back in barks.
But he understands.
He understands, and I understand him. He is my translator.
Really? Okay. Okay. Ooh, okay.
It's my excuse
Frick.
for Meksis having 8 intelligence but knowing like 6 languages.
I don't know any other languages other than common. Dang it. Anyway, Chains. Currently, you see a very, very, very
How many times did you say
weak
very?
Very.
and sweaty and stinky and matted tabaxi.
Let's
with
go Tabaxi gang.
Deep black, jet black fur. And you surmise that even if he was clean and not running through sewage, he would still look like it. He's pretty rough and tumble. Scars, matted fur, the usual. Let's see what
Grunkly
else.
cat.
He's got a
Somewhat bimbo.
crossbow hanging on his back and studded like leather armor donned. Carries a rapier at his side and a dagger on his thigh. You see, if you were to look at his hands or you see that there are spots on him that are scarred and calloused with marks and scrapes and slashes, but only very specific spots for the most part. And yeah, he just looks very very rough at the moment. And I have a little mini of him, but you might be able to. Did I
In
post
general,
it? I posted
yeah.
it somewhere. Yeah, it's in general if you want to scroll up. There's Chains.
Yeah, he's not that far up.
Crawling. Oh. Look at him.
He's
He's
a good
bloody.
boy.
A bloody boy. But
Anyway,
hello,
that's Chains.
kitty.
Hello.
Did you make
Should
that thing
pet
appear?
Komodo?
Yes.
He is a good boy. You should pet him. He doesn't bite hard.
If you would,
Great.
Paula, if you would describe
His-
yourself.
His,
As she
his
steps
spit
back and
will
holds her
dissolve
pistol.
your flesh.
Fantastic. Takes another step backwards.
He just likes to play bite.
You see a half elven woman. Let me see if I can pull up my Hero Forge. Fairly tan skin and side shave of hair, deep blue, and wears mostly deep blue, nicer clothes with an black overcoat. I'm not logged in, gosh dang it. Around her hip, you see plenty of belts carrying lots of little knickknacks and tools, and if you've ever seen one, she has a pistol on her waist, firearm of sorts. Up. And then you also see, probably tucked inside her coat when she moves occasionally, a skull motif mask. And yeah, that's about it. She's not super standoutish. So we'll post a link.
All of you with your actual Hero
astounded.
Forge.
I need to get an updated art of Meksis because the one I'm using is just some junk I got commissioned literally the last day before my Patreon ran out.
I don't have
That's a
Cassidy
big
with me.
burp.
I don't have him with me. He's at the beginning of the dungeon. I also have a friend,
favorite
but
Overwatch character.
I also have a friend, but he is not with us currently. Well, he's not
That's
dead.
not a very
He's
good friend then.
he's keeping watch.
Dang.
True.
You have to be with him always.
Komodo's
Where's the Cassidy slander coming from? Heck.
Komodo's with me always.
It's
He is
high
in
noon.
your walls.
I don't have walls. So,
The floor is
That
just
makes
the
it-
wall on the ground.
What?
I'm your Huckleberry.
Huh?
Sorry.
What?
I heard the name Cassidy.
All right, I'm about to bully. I'm
I'm
about to
your
bully the short
Huckleberry.
stacks. What do you volunteers do I pick?
Hey. Howdy. Hey.
Man's literally like, who wants to present their project first?
If you pick the halfling, I deem you racist, DM.
Pick the halfling. Be
I can be
racist.
He
called
picks the
racist for
kangaroo, he
picking
can
on
be called racist
anything.
too.
Gus.
Be racist.
Oh
He's
man,
race
that's
racist.
terrible. How tragic.
I'm rolling a
Technically, he's less
d20.
racist as a halfling because you're partially human.
I'm rolling a d20. Someone call evens or odds.
Number 9.
You have to get a natural 20 for me.
All right, evens. All right, Charlie, you go.
Damn.
Was it a natural 20?
Yes.
Fine.
Man, literally just like, yep.
Yep, smile.
Yes. Smile.
Yeah, there we go. Posted the link. Just look at it. No, I'm kidding. So, you see, not standing before you, but standing slightly under you.
Yes, the answer is yes.
Just a regular old halfling. You currently can't see their face because of the mask they are wearing, but trust me, they're really handsome.
Handsome Squidward.
And they're just kind of wearing basic leather garb, nothing too fancy or anything. It gets the job done. And from what you can kind of see, especially with it being so dark, you probably at most just see the rapier I'm currently still holding.
Sepkus.
Wait, what was your person name again?
Mine?
Charlie? Yes.
You want the full name? It's AJ.
AJ? Say What?
AJ.
AJ.
Okay, I thought you said Sage J, and I'm just like, what?
Ass Jack. There you go.
Oh god.
Okay. What?
It's just AJ.
Nothing.
Oh, okay. I was like, please don't tell me that's real. Oh, I hate it here.
Yeah, his name
None
is
of us
just
have heard
official.
his full name.
My name
Actually.
is Ass Jack.
I hate it here. But AJ, why are you so short?
I was born this way. Don't make fun of it.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Loss of what? My height? Polly, give me your
Yes.
gun. I'm killing myself.
Don't worry. Your
still need
corpse
you
will
for now.
nourish Komodo.
Son of a bitch.
I need someone who's not dead on their feet. No offense. No, look at Chains.
Do I just create an arc where AJ becomes suicidal?
It's over.
I'm gonna sleight of hand follow Scott.
Go ahead and make a sleight of hand check.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
I'll
It's
end you.
joking.
I rolled to
Let-
kill.
Not yet. I'm gonna
I'll
point
end
that
you.
out. You'll never know.
All right, last but certainly not least, Jangler.
Ian, I can't see you anymore.
He's part of the void.
I was using natural
Eating
light and I'm
from
not
nothing.
turning on my lamp.
Just pull open your window more.
I'm telling the
so light
time for
out.
you guys. No, there's no more light. It's gone.
The
You don't
void
have
is
your window.
actively eating your room. And you.
That didn't
That was a-
help.
That was a failed attention to the curtains.
It's open more. It's not working. Whatever. Hi. Hi, Lizzie. What are you doing in my room?
You cannot hide.
You can tell that this isn't helping. Okay, never mind. It is kind of. You
It
can
is
kind of
helping.
see half of my face now.
Good.
The contrast
Is
is
that the good half or
impeccable.
Big
bad half?
ol' fat cat behind me.
Imagine.
Hello.
See, Gus, I'm so happy I have an actual light source now. In an actual room.
Right?
Weird, right?
Right?
Now you can kind of see me. There we go. Yippee. What are
We're
you
about
doing?
to send this fan into maximum.
You need to be here for me explaining Django too. No, you don't.
Does
No,
she?
you don't know what Django looks like, Lizzie. Anyway, yeah, I mean, there's not much to say. I didn't make a tier forge for him. He's just kind of he's a jittery little Kenku guy. He's covered in. You look at him, he's just covered in trinkets hanging from every part of his clothes, everywhere. Just little trophies, little trinkets, little things that you might be using for magical purposes. You don't know. And he's in kind of like a Vistani, like just teal and brightly colored clothes with a cowl over it. And I don't know. Other than that, I guess he just has a few pouches on him. Pouches for some materials for his craft.
So your friends
Right.
call you Jankler? Yes.
Yes.
That is such a weird name.
Jangle,
Just
jingle,
various. I'm
jangle.
gonna
You know.
immediately turn over to him,
It's
deadpan stare, and then open my mouth slowly, sit there with it open, not making any sound, and then just and you just hear the little jingle jangle sounds come
Little
out of his
jingle
mouth.
jangles.
It's a very fitting name. Once you get to know him.
He jingles.
That does not
he
seem
jangles.
It's
good
his
for a
favorite
stealthy
sound.
approach. Is the jangle controllable? Is the jingle jangle
It's
optional?
not a disease. I don't think.
It-
I'm just gonna look at you.
it- Are you sick? Are you missing teeth? Did you swallow a pair of keys?
All of those might be possible.
These are all good questions that we will answer in due time.
Questions being answered by the bird staring at you, jittering at random intervals.
Caffeinated.
I'm sorry that you're broken.
Can I throw a coin right at his eyeball?
You can certainly try.
Oh well, I'm trying. That's
They have to keyhole that shit through the
Kind
helmet.
of the point.
It's like a coin slot, literally.
It's really just
Oh,
your
what would it be?
AC. It's really just Mexis's AC.
No, but
Oh, it's an attack roll. You're flipping a coin at him.
I would think that'd be like sleight of hand.
It's a D20 plus Dex with proficiency bonus. So
plus
yeah, sleight of
Dex?
hand.
sleight
Or
of
just
hand.
sleight of hand.
Just my sleight
Yeah.
of hand.
Yeah.
Then 21. I rolled a 16.
It's very impressive to watch Jangler just flip a coin out and with a very deft movement, just bing. You hear it slip between the gap in the helmet, and you
I
hear
hate
the
that
tunk.
16 is my AC. I'm so mad.
You hear the tunk as it hits the eye, and then it bounces back into the helmet, just sitting now in Mexis's helmet.
Your friend hasn't infected me with the jingle jangle.
He's just gonna immediately just start chortling. Just
A cute little bird laugh.
Cute. Adorable. They're there.
So
Oh, 1 sec.
cute.
We should probably get moving.
The final description is Honey. I do actually have descriptions for Honey. She's a copper-toned tiefling standing about 6 feet tall. I forget if that's the tip of the horns or the top of her head, with dark reddish brown hair, and I forget if she has a mini for it. Actually, that's a good question.
I think she does.
With white eyes
Right there.
and armor you would find on either a stereotypical paladin or someone who bears or bore at some point a rank in some military. Everything about her equipment appears professional and clean.
Very clean.
I figured I should just throw that out, with the exception of where she's been trudging through the water to about 2 feet up her legs, where you can see the water has discolored things lightly. Other than that, then yeah, that's the final description.
We move now, yes?
Yes.
I checked this door, and she gestures. Honey gestures to the north door. It simply leads down to a hallway. I suspect it leads back towards the entrance.
So not that way. Towards Bane it is?
Sounds good to me.
All right,
New friend. Do you have any sort of capabilities for healing, perchance?
I'm
Great.
not a healer.
Oh, okay.
I do anti-healing. I hurt.
Okay. Well,
I inflict grievous wounds upon my enemies.
Gotta make the League reference.
yeah. I got it.
Can I get a
League of Lego players?
Can I get a marching order?
I'm in the back.
I march pretty good, you know. I march. You know, birds do that. I march in the third. I'll be the third person up.
Gus,
Yeah.
march
there we
right
go.
now.
Yeah, march right now.
You said you wanted marching orders.
I'm gonna kill you. 1 point of psychic damage.
Okay, what direction? So
Do you want to
You're
head
not
towards the front
serious, are
direction?
you? Because that means
going
I'm
to be
dead.
punching people. I think I'd legally have to be in front.
Okay.
And Komodo is in the walls.
Yeah, I will let Meksis take point. I will kind of look at you and go, do keep it quiet.
Well, now that I've been infected with the jingle jangle, I won't be.
Paul opens her mouth and then just
the meme.
Can I get stealth checks if the group's trying to keep this quiet?
yeah.
I'm gonna fumble this time, aren't I? I've rolled all above 20.
Well,
I've gotten.
I want you to know the paladin just rolled a 21.
You might want to
Well-
roll for AJ. Charlie said he's gonna be a minute. His grandma needs to call.
Okay, I'm rolling for
So,
AJ as well.
Fun fact of the hour.
1 second, let me roll for the AFKs.
Yeah.
You said you wanted a what roll?
Stealth.
Stealth. Gotcha.
All right, let me hear from Meksis.
Oh wait, I have advantage. How do I have advantage?
5.
That's 1 failure. Lizzie, Fala.
11.
Okay. Jangler.
16.
Chains.
9.
Okay. Half the party is good at being quiet. The paladin is the quietest, which is probably fine. The paladin's in the back anyway at a 21. AJ got a 19. As you begin to descend this hallway, it is good that there is light behind you, Meksis. But it casts eerie flickering shadows as this limestone wall you see at one
Oh,
point.
you're blind.
at one point was tiled, but the tiles have long since fallen off and turned to dust beneath passing footsteps. As the tunnel descends about 10 10 feet, taking 2 flights of stairs down, roughly carved from the limestone. The roof pressing uncomfortably close to all of you as you approach the stairs and descend. You end this hallway hearing voices and cries of pain, followed by cruel laughter of a man and a woman, echoing off the water of the chamber beyond.
Hmm.
You can see that the room appears to be lit from deep within, but the section that this tunnel ends in is currently unlit.
Send.
So how far along are we? We're down to.
You approach the water, and the voices remain confused. The echoes of the walls and the water makes discerning what's being said difficult.
Is the water clean?
No, it is rancid, filthy.
I do not know when I last drank something.
A few days ago,
I-
a day ago, hours.
Let's say a few days ago. That's pretty rough.
No,
2 days ago it was like death.
no.
I'll
You
throw him a water skin. I'll just throw it at him.
You don't know how long it's been since you were conscious last, but they have been giving you water.
Okay.
Like full on, like pick it up and then just go
Yeet.
full arm.
Head arm him with a.
I mean, like full rotate my body, throw it at him.
I'm like 3 feet away.
Yeah, I know.
Collab.
Full force, right into your chest. Not for damage, just like I'm just throwing it at him.
The question is, at that point, does Meksis catch it or not?
I would hope. Do you want me to roll sleight of hand or
No.
something?
I was gonna say for flavor text, does Meksis catch it or drop it? But
I'd like to believe. He would
Believe.
catch it.
then Meksis catches the water skin with ease.
Curls around it.
Consume the water. Consume the non-shit water.
As this happens and you catch the water and begin to consume some water, you hear a distinctly pained scream, followed by a chilling silence.
Scream from a man or a woman?
It sounds like a man. Though he sounds weak.
Can I try and... I'm not useful for much other than reconnaissance currently because I'm quite beaten. Can I move towards the front and see if I can very quietly take a peek around the corner?
Yeah.
Like towards where the voices are?
You standing in the back of this dimly lit area, kind of poke your head around and see the rest of this room. You see, this is the largest area of this room. Columns, shaky but standing, support the roof of this water flooded room. You see 2 pathways in the back corner, and then peeking around, trying to find the source of the screams. You see that rough-hewn steps rise from the water on the western side of the room, and which appears to be mostly dry and is lit by 2 torches that stand in holders in an altar. Shackled to the wall behind the altar is a sickly man, wearing only a loincloth with a burlap sack over his head. You see, standing before the altar is a grim figure, a powerfully built woman clutching at a mace, and an even bigger man wearing a bucket helm. The man holds a spear and is currently still stabbing the man with the spear, causing him to twitch. Both are clad in chainmail, and the woman currently stands at attention, watching out over the room with her back to the wall, with a leering skull painted upon her wooden shield. She does not appear to be looking for you, but more just disinterested in what's happening behind her.
I'm gonna. Can I find a rock next to me?
You feel about in the water and you find a small, like, finger-sized rock.
Okay, I'm just gonna chuck it across the room.
Oh
Where?
damn, we're playing Far Cry now.
I'm gonna try and chuck it like towards the other hallway. And make
Directly
a
across from you.
Yeah, make it as big of a as I can.
Roll me a dexterity, please.
Bro, these are also such low rolls tonight. Friggin' 8.
Yeet.
With an 8, it cracks off the stone wall first before, boom, you hear it hit the water. At which point, both the occultists snap to attention. The man with the spear steps into the center of the room, and the woman quickly readies her shield, drawing forth a heavy mace. The two of them stand, now looking confused, before he watches the woman rounds the corner. And she stays gone for for about a minute before coming back. Both look at each other, confused, but neither leaves. And neither says a word.
I'll say quietly to our party. There's a man being tortured currently, and we should probably help him. There's a couple of big, beefy people standing over him, and we can either fight or distract, or if we have any people that are feeling extra stealthy, are welcome to try and go, or whatever. But we need to help that man.
Hey Gus.
Hmm.
Can I try something really stupid?
Let's hear it.
So, if you don't know, Gem Dragonborn have telepathy.
No.
Does it state that you have to see your target?
So that's the thing. I need to see them. So I'm trying to think if there's a way I can get to them and be like, speak to the mind. Stop, mortal! Do not mess with my fucking scion or some shit like that. But I was just like, I want to scare them, and that's dumb as hell. But I do need to see them. You are right.
I'm gonna make perception checks for them, and if they roll lower than your stealth check,
Oh boy,
you can round the corner and catch eyesight of them to do this. But that does involve you moving into the room. So where do you go in the room?
I just want to go like barely enough so I can see this like first person.
My question is: are you hugging the wall, or are you stepping behind the pillar? I guess is a better question.
You know what? Behind the pillar.
All right.
Where's Komodo? There he is. What a good boy. I haven't determined whether Komodo's a good boy or girl. He's just good. It is good.
Let me grab the.
Komodo is gender fluid.
Yeah.
Let me change this because do I have Meksis?
Oh no, rolled off. That doesn't count.
Let me add this back. Okay.
Hey, Lizzie.
Hmm?
Stealth check did not go burr.
What'd you get for stealth?
2.
2.
It was a nat 1.
Not 1. As you kind of step into the water, the rest, as Chains, you kind of let him pass. Meksis begins to step forward with crashing footsteps. Foom, foom, foom,
Meksis is very
sending
stealthy.
water everywhere, stepping loudly before Meksis.
I'm gonna step back and try and get back behind the party.
Komodo, be a distraction.
As Komodo suddenly surges from the darkness. Where are you sending Komodo?
Just, he's gonna go like right here. So if he's here, 1, 2, 3, right, like there, and just go. Komodo hiss.
You hear a cry of surprise from the man, more of, "What's that?" As he readies his spear, attempting to brace himself for this surging shape moving through the water. As you kind of poke your head, as the woman points her mace and says, "Come fight." You wish to cast telepathy on them. One of them.
The closer one.
Okay, would be the woman.
A female. Basically, it would be like, you do not mess with my follower. I am insert. What is the god I follow? What is their name? Fucking the Ruby Drake. What the fuck is her name?
Thing.
I had it here. It is somewhere. Ah yes, Sardior. Sadior. I never pronounce it right.
Can you send me what it is on paper?
Sardior. Sardior. I feel like I'm saying.
I can't spell. In my head, it doesn't. I have to see it.
Sardier.
Dirtier.
Sadio.
Type.
I just want to just something like that. Be like, do not cease, mortal.
Yeah, Sardiar.
You cast this. Interesting. You cast this spell, and you watch as the console looks around for a second before saying, "Cheap tricks will not save you."
Yes, they will.
Also telepathy.
And she's just gonna snarl into the darkness. "You are a coward who attempts to deceive."
You're a dumb, stupid idiot. You're meanie.
3 points of psychic damage to that.
Yeah, honestly, just if I had vicious mockery, would have done damage.
Yeah.
Honestly.
If only you
Where's
had.
the bard? We need a bard. That's it. I'm multi-classing.
Do it.
Lazy.
Go.
The
Yeah,
bunky is
gosh, I hate it here.
snoring.
Hi, that's me.
Yes.
That is
The
you.
bunky is absolutely snoozing behind me,
Snoozing.
and he's
Diva's
loud.
snoozing above me. And she's mad at me.
Bonky. Son of a
Bonky.
binky bonky.
Bunky.
Y'all know that
He's
quote?
snoring.
Or Bonko.
We have been playing for about the 2 hours that the session usually runs. Do we want to call it before this encounter, or do we want to
Before
get into
combat.
it?
I'm a bit hungry.
Yeah, I am too. We could probably start it next week.
Okay.
You gonna be good to do Fridays, Avery?
Yeah, let me check my freaking work schedule.
I will not be available next Friday. I
Bruh.
Drill. Yeah.
Yep.
That actually works perfect because we won't be able to either, Gus.
Yeah, next Friday doesn't work for me either.
What's next
Wow,
Friday?
that's convenient. That's perfect.
Corpse.
Oh yeah, that's right. So no no meeting March 31st for the final session.
It's wait, oh no, you're right.
It's March 31st.
The week after.
Wait,
the
why?
week after.
For you.
Me and Lizzie.
We have a friend from out of town
Yeah.
coming in the weekend.
Who?
So we'll pick up in April.
I know.
And we'll pick up with a fight.
Yeah. Sounds good to me.
I now have to save this recording and
Hi,
send the
Brenna.
link to Brenna and hope she doesn't kill me for absolutely
Brenna,
savaging her
Brenna,
character's voice.
Brenna, I miss you.
Does anybody have a message?
That's important.
Brenna, you're stinky, and I hope you take a shower.
Currently, she has to drive 10 minutes to. She's not single in the slightest.
I'm not adding anything after that.
Damn. What?
Wait, she's not?
that's-
Is that recent?
Honey's not.
Sucks.
Oh, Honey's not.
And
Brenna
Bretta
is also not single.
Bretta's also not single, courtesy
Hi,
of Frost.
that's me.
Now imagine
I
if Frost somehow was playing Honey's love interest.
Yeah.
I was
That would've
gonna
been
joke
funny.
that because you said she was taller and I was gonna be like, are you single?
I'm pretty sure Honey's entire purpose is the fact that she isn't.
She wants
single.
to get engaged. Yeah, she's trying to
Get
marry
married.
her spouse.
Yeah. Honey's purpose is to seek the blessing of higher powers to become married. She has how much of this has she said?
She's a
in
little
character?
misguided.
Ceremonies.
How much of this has she said in character is my question.
Like none of it. So
Yeah.
Right.
It's all news to me.
Update. Well, I'm gonna end the recording now.